Today's game being webcast live on the
Check.
Network, live.trinity.edu. You can get it on your phones as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here to Paul McGinley Field for the first game of our SCAC doubleheader here between Trinity and Texas Lutheran. I'm Ryan Figert, and I'm joined today by Luke Terry on the call. Luke, welcome on. First time on Sucker.
I know, it's exciting. I'm glad to be out here. It's a beautiful day. The rain has cleared up, and we're ready to play.
Absolutely. Trinity coming off a resounding 10-0 defeat of the University of St. Thomas on Monday, and Coach Dylan Harrison will keep the same lineup, and that includes senior Lindsay Pang, who's playing her final regular season home game for Trinity today. And behind her, in between the six, will be Joey Finley, making up the defense, Bailey Meyer and Nia Shepard in midfield. You got the trio of juniors, Cameron Beal and Cece Hendricks, with Alex Walsh out wide, Elena Wickham and Madison Horner. And up top, coming off a big hat trick, Molly Sheridan leads the line. For Texas Lutheran, Elena Rivera will be in between the sticks, and on the field lineup consists of Kelly Wolf, Alyssa Reimer, Liliana Avila, Monique Sierra, Bella Probasco, Madison Murphy, Raquel Morris, Samantha Martinez, who leads the team with 3 goals this season, Mariela Candelario, and Anna Bourbonai rounds out the lineup. See the final huddle for Trinity, led by senior Lindsay Pang, one of the 2 captains this season for Trinity. See the armband on the leg of Lindsay Pang. Call it the armband, the captain's band. We are all set to get underway. Trinity comes into this game with a perfect 5-0-0 record. TOU 2-4-1 on the season, 2-2-1 in conference play. Referee setting his watch as the sun peeks out for the first time today. And we are underway. Early turnover for Trinity, and immediately coming forward down the left side, Samantha Martinez. She's gone past Lindsay Pang and sent the ball into the area. Bright start for the Bulldogs, but now they'll have to track back and prevent the counter. Ball into the feet of Sheridan. Finds the pass for Walsh. Spreads it wide. Madison Horner coming off the right today. She played most of the game on the left on Monday.
You're the last one.
Locked in a battle here on the far side with Reimer. It's out for a throw-in for Trinity. A bright start, Luke, for TOU, straight out of the blocks.
Yeah, and as you said in that pregame, number 19, Samantha Martinez, leads this Bulldog team with 3 goals on the year, so it'll be important for them to get her going.
Another attack down the left side. Through ball just overhit, and it runs through for the first touch of the game for Tiger goalkeeper Joey Finley. Kept her first collegiate clean sheet in that 10-0 game we've already referenced a couple times. Seems like she's won the starting goalkeeper job after Lauren Bolish split time with her at the start of the season. Horner will leave this one for Pang to take the throw. I did a little ceremony to honor Pang, who's the only senior on Trinity's roster this year, which consists of a lot of underclassmen and a lot of juniors. One of them, Cameron Beal, closest to it here as TOU clears it. And a hopeful ball sent down the line. Martinez will chase, and cannoned off her by Bailey Meyer. Out for a Trinity throw. Throw into the feet of Horner, drops it off back to Bailey Meyer, who was named All-Conference second team last year as a first-year player. Shepard switches the play, finds Horner in some space, just around the halfway line. Ball forward into the feet of Katie Ward, who can turn. Always a dangerous prospect for opposing teams. Sheridan breaking into the box. Lays it across the edge of the area. Gets the give and go back from Hendricks. Molly Sheridan on the right foot. It rolls all the way through to Wickham, and it's cleared off the line by the Bulldogs. Best chance of the early action for Trinity fell to the feet of Elena Wickham. And this play all comes from that big switch ball that opened up plenty of space for Horner. Started the attack, led to this Trinity corner. Pang, hand raised, sends it in. It's a dangerous ball, but just a gust of wind takes it wrong side of the crossbar. They mentioned Pang has racked up 15 assists in her career on campus, and plenty of those coming in a very solid 2018 season. Her 2019 cut short by injury, unfortunately, when she already had 5 assists in 7 games from a defensive position, a lot of them coming from corners. You saw she took the most recent one for the Tigers. Here she is coming into the attack. She'll go ahead and have a pop. She's got license to do so on senior day.
Alex, look at her turn. Don't miss her, be a second defender.
Ball down the line, looking to pick out Raquel Morris. Cleared out by Trinity. Bulldogs will have a throw.
Don't watch the ball.
Throw comes into Candelario, who's forced to turn back. Sheridan applying pressure for Trinity. Good first touch is intercepted by Hendricks. Ward loses her footing. We've had some condensation earlier in the day today. As the sun comes out, it'll be perfect playing conditions this afternoon. Morris spreads the play now for Wolf. Ball into the feet of Martinez. Around the corner, and the overlap comes from Murphy, but wins it back off Shepard. Ball all the way across. Avila tries to get the shot away. It falls for Martinez, who'll have a pop for distance, and TOU will on the board first here. And a terrific hit. Samantha Martinez continues to lead this TOU team offensively, and they have stunned Trinity into silence here 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and that's just a wonderful first touch. She doesn't waste any time with that one there, takes advantage of it, and that's a no-doubter right there.
Took it off the bounce as well, the half volley into the top corner, and Trinity will have to work from behind for the first time this season. See if that wakes up the Trinity attack coming off of a 10-0 success on Monday. We know they can score goals. They're going to have to get at least 2 today. Turn the score around. Ball cleared by Elena Rivera. Collision, 3 players go to ground. And it was Beal and Shepard involved for Trinity. Didn't see the number of the player down for the Bulldogs. Looks like it's 18, Raquel Morris. See the collision, yeah, just ran into Beal. Took maybe a knee into the chest. Hope it's just the wind. Knocked out of Raquel Morris, the senior playing at home here from San Antonio, Texas, graduate of Johnson High School. Some work to be done for Trinity here, who would not have expected to be down 5 minutes into this game. Trinity on a 122-game conference unbeaten streak. Spans over a decade, and they've had a couple of close calls already this season. Southwestern pushed them here at Paul McGinley Field up until the end, and Trinity got an insurance goal to make it 4-2, and they had an overtime victory against the University of Dallas on the road just last week. That was just the 6th time that the Tigers have been forced to overtime over the 122-game streak. But it was a rare strike to put Trinity in a rare position. And I'm sure we'll have plenty of looks at that wonder goal at halftime and full time.
Given the fact that the Tigers are trailing right now, Ryan, what do you think they need to do to get back into this game, get it even, and hopefully draw ahead?
Yeah, Coach Harrison, he's been here before. Trinity haven't gone behind in many of his games since he took over, but they just got to play their game, and they've hardly had time to settle in. It's a wonder goal. They didn't really do anything wrong defensively. They just came up against an unstoppable shot from Martinez. So if I was Coach Harrison, I wouldn't change anything. Give the players that are out there plenty of time. Last season, you beat this team 6-0 and 5-0. So you know you're capable of it. And there's a couple players out there that scored in both of the matchups with the Bulldogs last season. Another shot from distance comes in, but that's comfortably over the bar for Joey Finley, who will not follow up a shutout with the second one here today. It is interesting. Trinity traditionally have played 4 defenders over the course of Coach Harrison's tenure, and switching to 3 this year to try and incorporate more of their attacking talent. And they've definitely leaked a few more goals than they have in previous seasons in conference play. Don't know if you can put that wonder goal from Martinez down to a change of system, but TOU still pushing forward here. And of course, Trinity losing All-American defender Kristen Canepa, who graduated after last season. How to leave a gaping hole in any back line. Horner drops it off to Beal. Seems to be okay after that collision. The substitute for TOU was Savannah Rush. It's out there now in place of Morris. TOU drops it back and tries to get the clearance. Katie Ward involved. Knocks it down for Beal. TOU definitely more energy since the goal, and a chance maybe for Martinez as Finley comes out and does the job well. Bailey Meyer just misjudging that ball there.
Yeah, CC, we gotta pick up the second one. Here we go.
The 2 of the players in Trinity's starting lineup today scored in both matchups with the Bulldogs last season. It was Beal and Wickham. Those 2 goals contributing to Beal's team leading 9. Right now it's TOU on the attack. And they're going to keep taking shots from distance. That's clearly part of the game plan. Already paid off once. Throw out to Horner on the right. Ball down the line for Sheridan. Just the one defender comes to meet her. She blows past. Got runners in the area. Breaking forward was Walsh. It comes for Hendricks at the edge of the area. Shot comes in high.
But good signs from the Tigers here. Moving forward, they've consistently held the ball in the final third.
And you see a great chance for Hendricks, who scored 1 of 10 on Monday from the penalty spot. Couldn't keep that one on frame. But I agree, especially going down the right side, Trinity has had a lot of joy early in this game. Good hold-up play there from Martinez. Wickham tracking back, doing the defensive work. Goes all the way to Lindsay Pang. Sends the long ball into the channel. Sheridan chasing. See if she can get there before it runs out of play. Looks like she will. And Trinity has a throw in deep in TOU territory.
CC, who's filling the gap? CC.
They take the throw towards Sheridan. Tries to turn. Has it taken off her foot by Candelario. Out for a corner now. Second of the game for the Tigers. Pang up from the back once again to take. We approach the 10-minute mark here. If you missed the goal, certainly one to go and scroll back and find. Pang sends this one in. Katie Ward meets it at the back post. and equalizes here. Perfect delivery from Lindsay Pang, finds the head of Katie Ward, and the wonder strike from Samantha Martinez is erased off the board here at Paul McGinley Field.
Yeah, and the Tigers make quick work to equalize here. As you mentioned earlier, they've been playing very well down that right sideline. They get a corner there, and they capitalize on the set piece here early in the game still.
Katie Ward continues a terrific campaign here in the shortened season. She leads Trinity in goals alongside Molly Sheridan. And has already been named SCAC Offensive Player of the Week twice this year. Trinity somehow not managing to win that award in their 10-0 success. But Sheridan probably the one that would have taken it from Trinity. As Horner wins the header, sends it forward to the feet of Walsh. Flicked up in the air, eventually controlled by Ward. And spread out wide for Nia Shepard. Good ball into the feet of Sheridan. She's inside the area now. It's poked away. Tracked down though by Shepard, the second-year defender. It's onto her favored right foot. The cross is blocked. And Meyer do just enough to see off any pressure from the Bulldogs. That went into the channel, but no run coming to match it for the Tigers. We'll see how the equalizer affects the play. I think TLU were certainly buoyed in their attempts to go forward by that goal. Felt really confident in that they were leading. See if Trinity can now take that same initiative. They turn it over here, but Beal recovers for the Tigers. Laid off to Walsh. Walsh looking left and right, trying to pick out a teammate. Eventually goes back to Pang. Pang will fire another shot from distance. That one wide. Comfortably wide of Lana Rivera's right-hand post. To use a baseball term, Luke, it looks like Pang has the green light here.
I'd agree with you. Early on, it seems that way.
Ward gets it back from Wickham. Now, ball pops up onto the hand of Monique Sierra. Pretty innocuous play, but it'll give Trinity a chance.
Certainly incidental contact there, but another dangerous set piece for Trinity here early on.
Looks like Shepard will take. Shepard had an incredible assist record last year with 13 in 22 games. She'll send this one in looking for a Tiger head. It comes off the head of Beal, and Ward at the back post. The flag stays down, and Katie Ward with a quick pair of goals has Trinity out in front for the first time today. Shepard will get the first assist, and Beal the second, as Katie Ward ended up with a tap-in at the back post thanks to some strong set-piece play from Trinity.
Yeah, Ward did a great job there, letting that one travel, waited till it got down, and then fired a sure shot into the back of the net.
So now TLU, who had the early ecstasy of leading 5 minutes into the game, find themselves trailing. There's still 33 minutes on the clock here in the first half. And it's a great response from Trinity, who, as we mentioned, rarely goes behind. They did just what we thought they needed to and just stick to the game plan. Ball down the line to Wickham.
And for Texas Lutheran,
here, as Martinez picks it up off the loose pass from Wickham, he makes amends and tracks back. Wickham praised by Coach Harrison for the defensive work, turning into an attack now for Trinity as Ward tries to track this one down and loses her footing for the second time today. Don't think she'll be too embarrassed considering she's also got 2 goals. Ward now the outright leader in goals for the Tigers. She's got 8 on the year. 2 assists to her name as well. Onto the feet of Walsh, just inside the area. Sheridan will have a pop from distance. She was leaning back, and the shot was blocked. Bulldogs can clear, but they can't make it stick. It's recovered by Beal. Now Walsh on the right side tried to put it through for Beal on the give and go. Texas Lutheran again repels the attack. It's all Trinity though offensively since the goal for the Bulldogs.
Keep working, Sam.
Hendricks pass under hit, recovered by Avila for TLU. She's forced to dribble all the way back to her goalkeeper. And clearance comes from Rivera. Only as far as Bailey Meyer in the center circle. Horner turns it over. Ball slipped through and got past Pang. Martinez spreads the play now for Murphy. Plenty of room down the right side. And she swings in the cross and it arrives at the back post. Another solid contact there from Martinez, but that one sails harmlessly over the bar. She's certainly shown this season and today that she knows how to strike them.
Sam flicked it, there was a good take it off, and over to East connected.
Junior has really come into her own this year. She's got 4 of her 5 career goals in this season. Shepard's ball deflected out of bounds. Wickham takes the throw. She'll do it again. Shepard wanted to go over Wickham's head, but eventually falls to her feet. And another switch ball for Horner. This one, though, the junior can't control. Goals from Samantha Martinez and 2 from Katie Ward find us at this point here. 2-1 for Trinity on home soil. Here's Martinez. Cuts beyond Shepard. Left-footed effort comes in and it's gobbled up by Finley. Not much contact behind that one off the weaker foot of Martinez. Ward able to turn and again hit the big switch. That's initiated. Trinity attacks pretty consistently in the early action of this game. The ball put him behind, but Ward had stopped the run. Eventually tracked down and prevented from going out for a throw. It turned over, and Trinity will have it in their hands either way. Shepard's first attempt at the throw-in is sent back out of bounds. And again, she'll try it for the 3rd time, getting a couple steps further forward each time as Madison Murphy clears it once again. About 30 yards from the TLU goal. Comes off the foot of Wickham. Sheridan turns and fires a shot, deflected and out of play for a corner kick. And Luke, TLU really needs to focus from this set piece. They've given up 2 already from similar opportunities. Again, it'll be taken by Pang. Runs come in for Trinity. It's looking for Ward. Cleared away this time by the Bulldogs. Shepard keeps it alive with a header flicked on by Ward. Brought down by Hendricks. Just on the edge of the 18. Trinity send this one in through Pang. It's a lasered cross. Couldn't find a player in white. She'll try again. This one with a little more air underneath it, but again repelled by Texas Lutheran. Strong play from Rush to see off the challenge from Ward, but couldn't connect with the teammate. Now Sheridan in the attack. Rush again. That time evaded Cameron Beal. And a chance for Martinez in behind. Already scored once in the game. She's got space. Just Pang coming to meet her, and the shot comes in from Finley wide of the goal.
Much better job from the Bulldogs on defense right there, and you saw what that turned into with Martinez running down the right side. It seems like the ball is going to need to find her feet a lot in this one in order for the Bulldogs to have a chance.
Certainly shown a good turn of pace and obviously a solid strike of the ball. It's got 4 shots early in this game, one of which nestled itself in the top corner of Joey Finley's net. Strong play from Walsh as she dribbles past a couple of defenders, wants to go out to her left for Wickham. The pass just overhit. Walsh taking over this season from Abby Blackwood in that advanced midfield position. Blackwood was named first team all-conference last year and is actually running as a part of the track and field and cross-country teams this season, and did really well at that as well. Part of a cross-country team that won the SCAC as Myers dumped to the turf by Martinez here.
A little bit of frustration building for Martinez. It seems like she's had a couple of chances since she netted that first goal. But if she's going to find the back of the net again, it seems like she'll need a little bit of help from her teammates.
And the referee actually going to pause the game here, the game clock, to have a word with Martinez.
Sam, out here, wider, out here.
Sam wide, Sam wide.
Trinity prepared to send this one in. Pang stands over it just inside the TLU half.
Get up on the 18, get up!
Right hand raised. Send it towards the edge of the area. Wickham tried to meet it. But the Bulldogs are able to clear. Tracked down by Walsh. Drop back for Beal. He's got to be careful with the defenders front and back.
Slide over, Sam, slide.
Pang down the line for Horner.
Let's go, play.
Just try and keep it in play, but it runs out. Off her first touch. TLU throw. Taken quickly, but quickly intercepted by Pang. Sent towards the back post. Wickham arriving. Keeps it alive. And eventually cleared. Beal tracks it down for Trinity. Breaking forward into the area. Sheridan out wide for Wickham. Solid first touch onto her stronger right foot. She arcs the cross towards the back post. But is cleared. And finds the feet of Rush. Texas Lutheran with a chance to maybe build, but Martinez, unfortunately, on the other side of the field, couldn't come across to help.
There have not been many opportunities for the Bulldogs to counter so far. The back line of the Tigers doing a really good job to cut out any opportunities.
It's pretty much 3 against 3 going the other way. When Trinity does turn it over, or it's cleared away. At times, one of the midfielders will drop deep to help, but it's been man for man, and so far Trinity winning those battles, as you say. Space for Shepard. Tries to swing it in with the left foot, but it's cleared. Beal wins it back for Coach Harrison's team. Here's at the feet of Sheridan around the corner for Katie Ward. 4 in the area for Trinity. It's towards the back post. Wickham arriving. And her shot wide of the goal after she took contact from Madison Murphy. After it felt like every Trinity attacking player scored on Monday, except Wickham. You know she's got to want to get one here today, especially after scoring in both games against TLU last year. And with how much Trinity is going down the right, it's actually favorable for her. so many of these crosses swung in to a dangerous area where she can attack it. Walsh spreads the play to Lindsay Peng. Cross into the area. Trinity still looking to attack with those diagonal balls that Peng has really made her name with over the past few seasons.
Sabry, Alexander, listen.
Goal kick not taken by the goalkeeper there, and not particularly effective either, but TLU have it at the feet of Martinez, which is where they want it. She turns it over to Peng and is visibly frustrated. Runs all the way through for Elena Rivera. Hasn't had much to do. Neither shot really did she have a chance to save. Corner can't keep it in play until you take a throw just at the halfway line. Long ball forward sliced off the foot of Reimer. Battle here in the center circle. It's won by a combination of Alex Walsh and Katie Ward.
Kelly, find her, Kelly!
Peng's ball is intercepted, but again, falls to the feet of Katie Ward. She's been active, 2 goals to her name already, just over a quarter way through this game. Wickham goes back to Shepard, who's allowed time to send it into the feet of Sheridan. On the turn, Molly Sheridan! Coming off a hat trick on Monday night. Swivels and fires into the back of the net. And Trinity now leads 3-1.
Yeah, great job by Sheridan there. We've seen the ball fall to her feet a couple times, and each time she's made quick work of it, that time finding the back of the net.
And really, there's nothing you can do. Again, Elena Rivera in the TLU net. There's no chance. Not even expecting the shot, as Sheridan's first touch was away from goal, and she was able to turn the hips all the way around and pick out the bottom corner. She is in hot form right now. 4 goals over the last 2 games, 6 over the last 3, and we've only played 25 minutes today. Alyssa Reimer wins it back for the Bulldogs and eventually runs into Walsh. I think we're going to have our first yellow card of today's game. It will go to Reimer, the junior from Schertz, Texas. Referee deeming excessive force there in that challenge with Walsh. In the aftermath of the goal, Emma Everts replaced Hendricks in the middle of the park for Trinity, and 2 more subs set to come in just a moment. Peng sends it in. Again, first touch from Sheridan. This time turned over. 2-on-2 if TLU can go quickly. But solid defending from Everts off the bench. Runs it off the foot of Martinez. Beal rises highest to win the header. Ward using her strength to see off the challenge from Sierra. And the ball put in behind. Wickham trying to get on the end of it, but cleared by Candelario. Ball at the feet of Katie Ward. Crossfield switch looking for Horner. Nearly tracked it down.
And Ryan, now trailing 3-1 after jumping out ahead in the first 5 minutes. What adjustments do you think the Bulldogs need to make right here to get back into this game?
Yeah, it's obviously going to be tough, especially coming here to Paul McGinley Field. We know about Trinity's record in the conference, and especially at home. You got to take confidence from the fact that your best player, your best attacking player at the very least, is in good form, and she's already shown that with the goal today. Any way that you can get her chances to shoot inside or outside the area, it's going to be the way forward for the Bulldogs. Sits out for a Trinity throw on the far side, and both teams are ready to make changes. For Trinity, it's Kira Stafford and Reese Wallace. And 3 changes for the Bulldogs. Brittany Caceres, Sabri Marchand-Simons, and Madison Alexander.
Reese Wallace, number 21, Kira Stafford.
5 changes in total between the two teams. And it's off Ward behind for a goal kick. Taken short by Texas Lutheran. They'll look to play out. Stafford applies the pressure, blocks the clearance. And the second attempt is intercepted by Shepard. Sheridan off to Shepard. Has Stafford ahead of her. Said we'll come inside and use the space. Takes the shot on. Comfortably into the waiting arms of Alana Rivera. Everts wins the first header. That's certainly something that Coach Harrison emphasizes, those 2 defensive midfielders winning the headers and preventing any counterattacks from the long ball. Celia will have a throw in an attacking area now. Reimer coming forward to take it. Thought she could have taken a few more steps forward there, and now she will. Starts put out a play by Peng. Reimer, her throw reaches the 18-yard box. Trinity need to deal with it. Still bouncing around, not cleared. And the shot comes in without conviction. Sails comfortably over for a Trinity goal kick. "11 shots, 4 on target for Trinity, leading to their 3 goals. 7 shots for the Bulldogs, just the 1 on target. And that was Martinez opener 5 minutes into the game. Shepard back to Bailey Meyer. Just looking to find the ball into the feet of Ward, but it falls for Peng. Launches it towards Sheridan. He's able to knock it down for Walsh. Walsh allowed 10 yards here to dribble. Tried to pick out Wallace down the right wing. Stepping up to intercept, Bailey Meyer. Stafford loses the duel there with Murphy, who sends it down the line. Alexander off the bench provides the chase here for Trinity. Ward loses it in midfield, and Everts commits the foul.
This is a good spot for on the field for the Bulldogs right here. It seems like the majority of their 7 shots have come from distance outside the box. So finding a way to press forward and get some quality looks on goal from inside the box will be important here to close the half.
Murphy will look to do just that. She swings it in, comes off the head of a teammate, and she'll get another chance. Gets underneath that one, but still arrives at the edge of the area. Trinity can't get it cleared, just pinballs around, and eventually Walsh does send it towards Molly Sheridan. Sheridan lowers the shoulder, keeps the play alive. Candelario on the ground as Ward couldn't latch onto the through ball. A couple more physical moments in the past 5 minutes or so in this game.
And in the past couple of minutes, we've seen the Bulldogs move forward and possess the ball in the final third. But with Martinez off the field, neither of those opportunities resulted in good shots on goal.
Beal gets it back off the foot of Stafford. Stafford still out to her left as she drives centrally. It's out for a Trinity throw in front of the Texas Lutheran bench. Throw goes down the line for Stafford. She comes in onto her right. Ball into the feet of Sheridan from Everts. Sheridan battling. And winning a corner, no. Or you'll say goal kick, last touch off Trinity striker. Everts wins the long ball back for the home team. Get another clearance to the head of Bailey Meyer. Pang sends it down the line. Sheridan brings it under control around the corner for Wallace. A lot of action for Alyssa Reimer on the left side for Texas Lutheran. As Trinity have liked to go down the right with their attacks for a majority of the game. Here they are again with Wallace. Her cross blocked behind. Be a throw-in, just the wrong side of the corner flag. Sheridan. Cross blocked, took the power out of the effort, and arrived in the arms of Rivera. Will send the Bulldogs up the field with a punt. Two number twos clashing on the far side as Pang fouls Marchin Simons. Trinity wins the first ball. Texas Lutheran wins the second. It's turned over to Stafford, who knocks it past her defender. Plenty of space for Kira Stafford. Defender coming across to apply the pressure, but it's 1 against 1, and Stafford goes beyond, down the line now. The left-footed effort sent in, and it'll break at the back post for Reese Wallace. Reese Wallace slipped into the path of Alex Walsh in all kinds of space, but her shot was blocked. Last-ditch defending here from Texas Lutheran as Trinity is finding all the right pockets. And for the Bulldogs, you really need to prevent a fourth goal here before halftime. As Pang comes into the area, and Ward's touch can't turn it goalward. Mentioned Reimer's heavy involvement in the proceedings. She's replaced now by Delaney Lyle, first-year defender from Pflugerville. Trinity will also make a quartet of changes here, as Sheridan, Ward, Walsh, and Beal are replaced by Moore, Ferruzzi, Bowers, and Del Preti. Teddy Del Preti off a 2-goal performance on Monday. And Cassie Bowers, who scored a couple of goals against the Bulldogs last season, makes her return to the lineup after not appearing against St. Thomas. Her first touch puts it around the corner for Stafford, who's trying to track it down, committing the foul. Candelario will take the free kick. Launches it long.
Quick, Maddie, quick!
Shepard in a little bit of pain there. She was holding her neck. Trainer comes out to check on Nia Shepard. Trinity left defender will have to be replaced now as she undergoes the concussion check. Her replacement will be Yasmin Sibawala.
Yasmin Sibawala entering for Trinity.
That'll push Wallace back into the back line where we saw her used on Monday night. Sibawala will head out to the right wing. Header won by Pang, who rose highest to meet it. Everts, ball into the feet of Sibawala, her first involvement. She comes together with Delaney Lyle and wins a throw for her team. 8 minutes to go in the half. Everts drops it back. Cleared away by Meyer. Bowers now. Past one defender. Looking for the feet of Stafford. Who loses that tackle. Ferruzzi wins it back for Trinity in the midfield. Tigers rolling out a very young roster at the moment. Only upperclassman on the field is senior Lindsay Pang, who rarely comes off. Sophomore and first-year players getting it done for the Tigers after sophomore striker Molly Sheridan got the third goal. Stafford will have a shot from distance, headed for the bottom corner. Solid save from Rivera. Stafford was one of the goal scorers on Monday. Looking to add another to her season tally there from outside the box. Sibawala's cross is blocked out for a throw. Everts wins a corner.
And again, we see the Tigers holding possession in the final third, especially in that down that right line. They win another corner here. And when you hold the ball in that final third as long as the Tigers have in this one, it's no surprise that they've already netted 3 goals and are threatening for a 4th here before the half.
Same taker, Lindsay Pang. Plenty of different candidates to rise and meet it. Dabney Moore at the back post. Cassie Bowers got ahead to it. And the referee will say it came off a hand, I believe, before it was slammed home by Everts. Trinity boasting a lot of height in the roster and also some aerial prowess. Usually the likes of Beal, Hendricks get it done in the air with those off the field. We saw it was Bowers that won it that time. And Stafford, the tallest player on either roster, listed at 5'10", first-year player from Albuquerque. Ferruzzi, the strong run, but a loose pass. It's put out for a throw on the far side.
Settle down, just keep the ball moving for a minute.
Everts lays it off to the feet of Del Preti. Cleared away and then flicked on by Avila. And still Trinity coming forward. Stafford able to stretch her legs down the left side. Have to cut back. On to the right, sends the cross in. Arriving at the edge of the area was Everts. Missed her kick, but it's tracked down on the far side by Subwala, who's fouled. Lyle, the substitute, commits the foul, and Trinity have what's essentially a corner just 5 or 6 yards closer to goal. See how they set up to attack it. It's Peng who will stand over it as per. 6 Tigers involved at the edge of the area. Trinity setting it up like a corner, but you see there's plenty of space in the box that they can occupy. Peng raises the hand and chips it in. Everett's closest to it. It may fall still for a Tiger player. Wallace have a strike from distance. Blocked by the Texas Lutheran wall just on the 18. This clock's ticking down here in the first half. 3:15 remaining. Tigers looking to add to their 3-1 lead. Here's Everts. Slipped in behind. Slightly overhit. And Subwala couldn't keep it in play. Nani Sanchez, first year from McAllen, Texas, enters the game for the first time. And Madison Murphy will depart with under 3 to play. Trinity swarming around the ball here to try and win it back. Lyle switches the play. Again, the Trinity pressure is persistent all across the field. Stafford trying to win it back. It's sent down the line and shielded out of play by Wallace.
Stay back, Don.
Wallace wanted the ball into the feet of Bowers. It eventually found Del Preti. Last touch off Bourbonite. Trinity throw. Bowers lays it off to Wallace. Her switch ball, can't find Everts. Bulldogs juggling it forward here down the left side. Meyer in the center circle, her pass deflected. A chance to put the ball in behind. It's over the head of Wallace, but she's got the speed to track it down. Put it out for a throw.
And with just under a minute and a half here left in the half, it'll be important for the Bulldogs to try and get a good shot on goal in this final possession.
And their best attacks have come when they've got Trinity's defenders turned and running back towards their own goal. They haven't created any shots inside the area, as we've noted, but had a couple strong efforts from long range, and of course the one that found the back of the net.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute to go in the first 45. Moore nudged off the ball by Avila. Forced to go backwards, and Sierra has her clearance blocked, and it almost took off the head of my co-commentator today, Luke Terry. Luke, you all right?
I am. I have cat-like reflexes back here. I am a Tiger.
The MacBook was the big concern as the ball runs out of play. And it'll be a Trinity throw. They'll probably just see at the half here, leading 3-1. The goals came 5 minutes in. Starting the scoring was Samantha Martinez with a great effort from distance that Finley couldn't do anything about. And then answering back, Katie Ward with a header from a corner. And then a finish at the back post from a free kick. And a terrific shot from just at the edge of the 18 from Molly Sheridan. Added the insurance goal for Trinity, who take the 2-goal advantage into the half. And we'll have a 15-minute pause and be right back. But first check out those goals. See Martinez arriving. It's all of 25 yards, and she puts her foot right behind it, arcing into the top corner. Terrific effort. And then here was Trinity's response just moments later. Katie Ward wins the header, and the attempt to clear it off the line puts it into the roof of the net to equalize. Shepard took the free kick that allowed Trinity to go in front. Ward meeting it at the back post and putting it into that same roof of the net. And the final effort, probably the pick of the lot for Trinity. Long ball from Shepard. She'll get another assist on this play as Sheridan turns and snaps that one back into the near post. And Trinity take a comfortable 3-1 lead into the break, where we'll be right back in 14 minutes and counting. as the buzzer goes, we'll be ready to get back underway here for the second half of action in SCAC women's soccer play between Trinity and Texas Lutheran. The first half brought us 4 goals. The opening goal scored by Samantha Martinez for the Bulldogs, followed by a pair of goals from Katie Ward to equalize and go in front. And the third came from Molly Sheridan to give Trinity some insurance and the 2-goal lead. Same starting 11 here in the second half for Coach Harrison that started the game. As a good sight for Trinity fans, Nia Shepherd back out on the field after going through concussion protocol. So she's good to continue.
Let's go, Dogs!
And no surprise, Luke, that we see the goal scorer Samantha Martinez back in from the start here in the second half.
Yeah, in order for the Bulldogs to get back into this one, she'll need to play a big part here. Their attack was very strong early on in the game, but as the half progressed, it seemed that they were a bit apprehensive, fearful of the Tiger counterattacks. And although they were able to get the ball into the box at times, it fell to the ground without falling to any Bulldog feet.
I saw some build-up play at times when she was off the field that it just looked like there was no direction necessarily, because they're usually like trying to find her feet. Now she's back out on the field. We'll see if she can spearhead a Texas Lutheran comeback. Shepherd clears this down the line. Wickham will try and track it down. Bulldogs with some early possession here. In the second half, Trinity controlled most of the ball in the first, as you noted, and mostly in the final third.
And again, it looks like the Bulldogs quickly are looking to find the feet of Martinez down that right line that Trinity found much success with in the first half.
Shepherd provides another clearance. Sheridan trying to hold it up, takes a couple of bumps, and ball sent skyward. Beal runs it down, wins the header, still just bouncing around in the center circle. Turned over off the foot of Horner. Martinez will try and track this down the left wing for the Bulldogs. Peng shows her inside, and Shepherd makes another header.
And we saw in that last Bulldog possession, Martinez trying to send one into the middle to find one of her teammates, but it seems like it'll be crucial for the Bulldogs to find a way to win one-on-one matchups in this half. I think that's something that they failed to do in the first.
Ward with the ball down the line. Horner has it under control. Cuts onto her left foot, pokes it in behind. Beal breaking into the box. Trying to keep it alive, commits a foul. The energy coming from the Texas Lutheran bench. It's down to our left. So they clear this one only as far as Hendricks in the Trinity midfield. Wins it back once again. Takes a bump in the back, and the referee says nothing doing as Lindsay Peng drops it back to Finley, the goalkeeper. And he replaces Paige Wallace, who graduated after last season.
Come on, Marty. Hannah, slide.
Ball chipped in behind for Horner. Coming across to cut it out. There's Candelario. So 15 shots for Trinity, 7 for the Bulldogs. Tigers have steered 5 of those onto frame, 3 into the back of the net. Beal. Pass didn't have a recipient waiting. And the Bulldogs send it back. Here's Wickham coming onto her right foot. Cuts back onto her strong foot and wanted the ball out wide for Horner, who had already dashed forward into the area.
And in that first half, it seemed like the Tigers were able to drop the ball in, and it just found the feet of offensive players who were able to put it in the back of the net. I think it will be important for the Bulldogs here in the second half to make Tigers win more one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, especially towards the end of the half. Trinity was really starting to exploit some spaces that Texas Lutheran was leaving in that final third. Remember Walsh picking up the ball in a 5-yard circle inside the 18 where her shot was blocked. It's as much about Trinity finding those pockets of space as Texas Lutheran closing down quicker.
That was a great punt right there. It seems that on clearances, the Bulldogs have struggled to get down into this final third of the field. They do a nice job here to get straight into a counterattack.
Yep, and sustained pressure now for the Bulldogs who come forward down the right. Probasco trying to turn. Now 2 Trinity players providing the resistance. Ward wins it back. And she's able to cut back and relieve the pressure. Ball knocked long. Sheridan trying to put herself about, but is repelled. Eventually falls to the feet of the Tiger striker. Walsh sidesteps one defender. 4 streaming forward ahead of her. It comes to Ward. Out wide now for Horner. Horner comes inside, onto the left, takes the shot on, and it's a terrific diving save from Elena Rivera. Her best of the game.
Yeah, a wonderful effort by Rivera right there. That ball knuckled, eventually fading away towards that far post, but she was still able to get a hand on it and punch it out for the corner.
We saw the perfect angle there on the shot from Horner, who cut in onto her weaker left foot and really put some power behind it. A well-placed strike, turned aside by Rivera. Trinity already scoring off one corner in this game. I'll have another chance. Shepard swinging it in. And she got that one wrong.
But again, for the Tigers, they've just had opportunities pile up on top of each other. Great shot on goal there, and even though it didn't find the back of the net, it still set up the Tigers for another set piece.
A pair of set piece goals from Katie Ward in the first half had Trinity out in front. 2 assists for Shepard, who we noted 13 last year. Most of those from set-piece opportunities where Trinity can really dominate. Here's Shepard involved again. She heads it out for a throw on the far side. Candelario gets the ball into the feet of Martinez. It's one back by Shepard for Trinity. Joey Finley with the ball at her feet. Knocks it long. It's one back by Alex Walsh. Space ahead of her to dribble. She's got Horner out to her right. Here is Horner in some space. Reimer sent by the cutback from Horner, whose low crosses into the feet of Sheridan. And Sheridan goes to ground. Referee says no foul. He immediately motioned. He didn't think there was an infraction there. It was a coming together between Reimer, who's on a yellow card, and Molly Sheridan. We'll see. For me, I might be heading to the spot, but for the referee, not so much. Trinity scoring 2 penalties in their last game. And perfect on the season from 12 yards. Don't get another opportunity there. And the other element of that challenge as well is that Sheridan is not one that's easy to bring to ground as Horner sees it run out of play.
Yeah, Sheridan's definitely been impressive today, especially with her back turned to goal. She keeps her defender pinned behind her, and we've seen her turn and take a couple shots.
Including the 3rd Trinity goal. Coming off a hat trick. Following that up with another great long-range effort today. Shepard tracks it down, drops off to Lindsay Peng, the senior defender, who's honored before the game, playing her final regular season game here at Paul McGinley Field. Trinity's final matchup of SCAC play this year will take place in Louisiana up at Centenary on April 10th. As Beal draws a foul. They'll look to close out the season there and then head back up to Shreveport where the conference tournament will be played We'll have one game here at Paul McGinley Field in the quarterfinals. And then should Trinity advance, as expected, they'll head back up to Centenary for the semifinal and the potential final. Of course, Trinity not the defending SCAC champions after losing in penalty kicks in the final last year to Southwestern, so they're looking to regain that title that they've held so frequently throughout the years. There's the ball at top of the box with Hendricks. She's got her back to goal and tries to put it in behind for Ward. Appeals for a handball, but it's out for a throw on the far side.
And so far early in this half, much better defending in the final third by the Bulldogs. Been able to cut out a couple opportunities for the Tigers this far.
Yeah, best chance for either side is the Madison Horner shot that was saved. Sheridan gets past her defender and swings in the cross off the head of Horner. Wide the goal, it's tracked down by Cameron Beal. Beal rolls it into Meyer. The top of the D, her shot's blocked. Texas Lutheran doing everything they can to block these attempts as Horner again cuts in onto her left and rolls it towards the front post this time. Another stop for Rivera.
It seems so far that the Bulldogs have done a good job forcing Tigers to go one-on-one, and so far Trinity hasn't been able to win those matchups and put the ball in the back of the net.
And one to watch, the player that grabbed 2 goals in the first half. Katie Ward hasn't had a ton of the ball here in the opening 10 minutes of the second. This formation really designed to get the best out of Katie Ward, deploying her centrally. She has the freedom of the field. And with the 2 solid midfielders in Beal and Hendricks behind her, she's got license to go forward whenever she needs to. She's done so to great effect this season, now on 8 goals for the year. That clearance was destined to take out our camera. Luckily just over the top. It's our second close call of the game already. Did we say something? Do you think they're mad at us?
They might be. It might just be an announcer's jinx. A little bit unlucky over here today.
Free kick for Trinity just inside the TLU half, paying the SCAC Defensive Player of the Week back in week 3 when she shut out the University of St. Thomas with 8 saves. Hasn't seen much of the field outside of that game. Beal wanted to cross that one in, but sliced it behind. It'll be a goal kick. We've seen some good moments from Rivera to understand why she's out there as the number 1 in between the sticks. A couple of great diving saves, and not much she could really do on the Trinity goals.
Win the ball here, let's go. Win the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Needed a little bit more help from her defenders in that first half. And although it didn't come, it has so far in this second half.
Foot race here. Paying first to it, and Meyer will advance it for the Tigers. Again, looking for the feet of Ward, but can't find the junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Hendricks been really involved in the opening 15 minutes of the second half. Sheridan turns and tries and switch the play. It's intercepted and sent over the top. They have one runner onside, but one was off. Samantha Martinez was offside, and Raquel Morris was onside. They just needed to communicate there. If Morris takes that and Martinez drops out of the play, she could have been in behind with a great opportunity to draw this game into a much closer scoreline.
Absolutely, and with few of those opportunities coming so far in this game for the Bulldogs, it's important to capitalize on those.
That's a great run from Morris, who timed it to perfection. Just unfortunate that her strike partner didn't do the same. Martinez now trying to track it down the right wing. Bailey Meyer does well, stays composed, and gets it back from Shepard. Ball into the feet of Beal. Referee says no foul. Beal protests his decision, but nonetheless Trinity able to come forward. Here is Cameron Beal on the ball. Beal asking for a run ahead. Find the ball into the feet of Katie Ward. Poked ahead to Walsh.
We lost yours.
Shepard into the feet of Beal, who's run this attack from back to front. It's with the feet of Sheridan now, and it falls for Katie Ward. Horner keeps it alive, trying to turn and shoot. And her effort is wide. Cameron Beal did it all there.
As did Molly Sheridan. Sheridan did a great job on that possession, keeping her footing and passing that ball to her teammates, giving them a chance to take a shot on goal there.
Beal involved in the initial play back in the defensive half where she thought she was fouled, and then gets it back, drives forward, finds a pass, and then ends up with the ball again in the area. It's box-to-box midfield play from Cameron Beal, nearly leading to Trinity's 4th goal. They're still searching for it here with 30 minutes to go in the game. Composed midfield play from Hendricks. Up to the right side for Horner. Hendricks makes the run into that gap, vacated by Madison Horner. Swings the cross in. Taken away by Kelly Wolf and sent down the line. Haley Meyer sends it back down the right sideline, and Horner is back just in time. Plenty of space centrally now for Madison Horner, who goes to the feet of Sheridan. Walsh. All the Tiger players looking to come inside at the moment.
Get up! Get up!
Where TLU's well positioned defensively. Here's Horner. I think that's a cross-turn shot behind for a goal kick.
So white 14, James.
And Everts will replace Hendricks, same sub we saw in the first half.
And we talked a lot in that first half about the Tigers' use of that right side, down that right sideline. Brought them great success. Were able to net 3 goals in the first half, but a much more balanced attack using all parts of the field so far here, but to no avail. Scoreline remains 3-1.
Yeah, what I noticed, as I said just a second ago, is that everyone that's coming off the right or the left is looking to come inside, where there's not near as much space. So we'll see if we can maybe stretch the field a little bit more, as there's a foul called against Trinity in the midfield. Free kick will be taken by Candelario.
Somebody, don't just kick
Meyer
it.
wins it back.
Get it to somebody.
The clearance finds Ward, who wants to put it in behind for Horner. Intercepted by Candelario. Well put in behind Lindsay Pang and tracked down by Morris. Morris beyond Pang, who goes to ground. And the shot comes in. Finley palms it over.
Yeah, and great pace on that ball down the sideline.
And Pang has stayed down here just out of your shot. She's up to her feet now. Talking to the referee about maybe a foul against her on that play. Texas Lutheran will have a corner. It's their second of the game. And 1 player back, so they're really going for it here. And as they need to.
And Trinity so far has dominated the number of set pieces won, so it'll be interesting to see what Texas Lutheran does with this one here, trying to capitalize.
Swung into the area, not cleared by Trinity. It may fall for Morris, and eventually Meyer able to send it forward, and Sheridan up there all on her own. With the Trinity attackers streaming forward to her left. Cameron Beal leads the charge as Sheridan comes inside. The ball goes wide for Horner. First time pass into Beal. Breaks into the area. Has the shot on the right foot. And just dragged it wide.
Yeah, just wide. It looked like Wickham was on the backside just late. Would have been in perfect position to rifle that one to the back of the net uncontested if she'd been there on time.
Terrific energy from Trinity's midfield there as they broke from the defending set piece, sprinting forward to join Sheridan in the attack, and again nearly add the 4th goal.
And the 4th goal there that opportunity again came down that right sideline. That's where that play started and built up.
14. 4 for 14.
Similar subs to what we saw in the first half for Trinity as Wallace, Del Preti, and Stafford return.
Number 7, Reese Wallace. 20. Eddie 20.
Lyle amongst the subs coming back in for TLU as well.
Number 4, Delaney Lyle. Number 7, Savannah Rush. Number 16, Madison Alexander.
Madison Alexander and Savannah Rush, the other two substitutes for the visitors. First involvement of the second half for Wallace. Loses out initially, but she's got it back here.
Pressure! Pressure!
Payne drops it off. Meyer switches the attack to the left side now with Shepard. Plenty of space for her to roam forward. It's a well-weighted pass in behind for Stafford, who's in space down the left wing. Stafford sends it towards Walsh. Shot is blocked. Great line-breaking pass from Nia Shepard, the Trinity back line. Started that one down the left. You mentioned a little more balance. We mostly saw attacks going down the right in the first half.
You've got 15.
Trinity called for a foul throw, I believe. Maybe a handball on Walsh, we'll see. So it is a foul throw.
Another sub will come on here for TLU.
Probasco, who enters the game, and Reimer, who departs.
Good. Good job. Good job.
Given a good job remark from head coach Larry Schaefer. He's in his 9th season with the Bulldogs. He's the winningest coach in program history, 74, 63, and 19 in his career. And his program was really building momentum ahead of last season, where they were plagued by injuries and finished 7-9-2 and were dumped out in the quarterfinals of the SCAC tournament. He's an experienced coach. He was at the high school level for over 30 seasons.
Anna, widen!
Bulldogs choose to play short again here. Playing very patiently, trying to move the ball upfield rather slowly.
And no Martinez and no Morris up front, so you don't have the pace that those two bring if you want to go long. Probably plays into that approach. Foul goes against Trinity. So we are 3/4 of the way through this game.
Stay, Kelly, stay,
All the scoring came in the first half.
We're not going to find you in this
Early
one.
goal for TLU canceled out by 2 from Katie Ward and 1 from Molly Sheridan. Trinity trying to extend their 122-game unbeaten run in conference play. Del Preti commits the foul. Trinity going 8-0 last year in the SCAC.
Swing it!
But I mentioned losing out in the conference final.
Now you can go, Cal.
A 0-0 draw that they lost in penalties to the Southwestern Pirates.
If I remember correctly, it was not just penalties. They took extra shots on goal, if I'm not mistaken.
That went beyond the just 5 shots as Wallace breaks forward down the right wing, sent in behind by Katie Ward. She's got runners joining her in the box. And the cross just rolled into the arms of the goalkeeper. Couldn't produce an opportunity there despite the bodies forward in the attack for the Tigers.
Yeah, very patient, but in the end a bit too direct with that cross straight into the arms of the keeper.
Del Preti's offside here as the flag goes up, coming back from an offside position. TLU again goes short from the free kick. Intercepted by Everts. Was clattered into after she released the ball. And I think we'll see another yellow card here. Only player booked for either side is Alyssa Reimer for the Bulldogs before her replacement, actually, Delaney Lyles, now has her name taken. Trinity send the numbers forward. Just the back three remain.
Madison! Maddie, get up! Get on the right side! Run it!
Shepard to take, raises the left hand. Her service reaches the edge of the box. Headed clear by the Bulldogs, tracked down by Wallace. Peng drives forward in a good attacking position here. She'll have a shot, and it's well turned away. The follow-up again saved. The flag goes up. Really good double save there from Elena Rivera as Lindsay Peng was looking to score on senior day.
Yeah, great job by Rivera there. Peng got everything behind that ball, and it was rising towards the crossbar, but Rivera again did a good job to punch that one away.
It's been a really solid defensive performance from TLU in the second half, backstopped by 4 or 5 good saves from their goalkeeper, preventing Trinity from extending their 2-goal lead they currently hold.
And again, important to reiterate the fact that Rivera's been very good on the day. It's just happened that Trinity has sent a couple balls in that there wasn't much she could do with.
So often the case that when goalkeepers come here, they leave with their highest save total of the season, but they also leave with 4 or 5 goals against their name. Trinity with 23 shots, 8 on goal now, 5 saves for Rivera, and she may have something to do here from the Trinity corner. It's right on top of her. She gets the punch and sends it out, tracked down by Stafford.
But again, another set piece that, although it doesn't find the back of the net, Tigers still find the ball falling to their feet and put another ball forward in here.
Rivera got a hand on that one and was run into Del Preti. Free kick decision goes against Trinity, and the bench not happy about it. Coach Harrison going to have a quick conference with the linesman down in front of his bench. It's one that, as an attacking player, you feel aggrieved, but you always know that the goalkeeper is going to be protected in that type of situation. TLU coming forward, pass intercepted by Everts. Has it taken from her, but Beal wins it back. Wallace, some space on the right. Ball into the feet of Walsh. She's going to have to hold off her defender. And this time the whistle does come for Trinity, but not one they wanted. You see Walsh gesturing that she still had it going forward, and he could have played advantage.
Madison. You're going to go.
And Peng lining up to take this set piece. Could you foresee a shot on goal for the senior on senior day here?
I definitely could. She's already had 3 shots, 1 on target. Could be looking for her 3rd goal in Tiger colors today. Instead, dinks it in, looking for a teammate. It's a good ball in. Last touch off, I believe, Everts. Out for a goal kick.
Kelly, 12. Center mid, let's go.
2 subs coming back in. Madison Murphy and Alyssa Reimer both started for Coach Schaefer.
Good job.
Still very upbeat down to our left. You got to say, with good reason. They've been very solid defensively in the second half. Haven't created much going forward, but they're still in the game with 17 minutes to go, and that's really all you can ask for TLU, as they lost 5-0 and 6-0 to this Trinity team last season. Myers ball down the line, just runs out of play.
And Ryan, with close to 15 minutes left in this game, what do you think the Bulldogs need to do here to try and get the ball forward into the box with some shots on goal?
Well, based on what we've seen, I think we need Samantha Martinez to check back in, and she is now about to re-enter as the Bulldogs come forward. Give and go. Exchange on the edge of the area is eventually cut out by Shepard. It's going to have to come from everyone in terms of advancing up the field, but it's going to have to land at the feet of Martinez, I think, if the Bulldogs.
And as you say that, she does re-enter the game here. A great opportunity for the Bulldogs, one of the few that they've had in the second half so far.
They'll take the throw in the attacking areas. Cross sent in. Intercepted by Shepard. Her clearance blocked and behind for a goal kick.
But good play by Martinez there. She blocks that one and it rolls out for a goal kick. She'll need to be energized here in the last 15 minutes of this one to give her team a chance to win.
Yeah, we talk about how much she means to this team in terms of goal scoring. Of course, previewing a little bit of what's to come in the men's game, where Louise Green means everything to the TLU Bulldog men's program, and it's a two-time All-American striker that Trinity will be forced to deal with. Should be exciting as Beal arrives at the edge of the area. The left-footed shot just wide. Her second attempt barely off target of the second half. Good look at that. Stafford cuts it back perfectly for Beal. Her left-footed shot rolls just wide.
Yeah, a good opportunity for Beal there, but was forced to take that shot on the first touch and just pushed it a little bit wide there.
Here's Beal involved again, wins it back and draws a foul. Not happy with Morris, who tried to stab it away before, or maybe just as the whistle went.
Who are you going in for? Thank you.
To be another chance for Peng to send it in. It's a well-weighted service, looking for the head of Ward. Cleared away by TLU. And sent out a play for Trinity, throw on the far side.
Stay tight, Mo! Stay tight, Mo! Alyssa, tight!
Walsh
Yes,
draws a foul.
now we're tight!
Didn't see a ton in it, and again, Walsh had the ball under control. Could have played advantage, but this is a decent opportunity for Trinity to whip it into the danger area.
One! Just one! Kelly, drop!
Maybe the last chance some of the Tiger players get today. There's 3 more subs poised and ready. It's sent in low. Ward was on the same page as Nia Shepard. Trinity need to avoid a counterattack here. Peng alert to the danger.
Get up! Get up! Go get it!
And eventually
Get
cleared
up, Marty. Get him up!
by Joey Finley.
Hannah, get up!
Del Preti puts it around the corner for Stafford. See if she can keep it in play. She's trying to track it down. And just a step over the line as those subs finally do come in. Bowers, Moore, and Sheridan re-enter. And Caceres comes back in for the Bulldogs.
Number 34, Cassie Bauer.
The other back there. Annie, center back. No, next one. Next one.
Good job, Manny.
Good job, Mom. Good job, Mom.
TLU goes short, which they roll out from the goalkeeper on the goal kick. The long ball repelled by Trinity, and Stafford comes forward down the left. Wins a throw. Stafford's throw into the feet of Bowers. Back to the first-year winger, who gets onto her left and sends the cross in. Finds the feet of Sheridan, who was trying to follow up her initial effort before it arrived in the arms of Rivera.
Right here, Block. Let's go,
Solid header won by Everts in midfield. Sheridan lays it off for Bowers, who draws the contact, and will be another set piece for Trinity.
Front it, Raquel. Front it. Front it. Hurry! Get out of here. Get out of here. I told her 3 times.
And the service from Peng has been great today. So another great chance for the Tigers to put one in the back of the net here.
Already one assist to her name. This one arcing towards the back post. May have ended up on target in the end. And Rivera forced into another save, puts it behind for a corner. Peng maybe trying to catch the goalkeeper out there, who's expecting the cross.
But again, another set piece, another corner coming for the Tigers here.
Go Black, stay strong!
Stay in front, Mo. Stay in front of her, Mo.
Nia Shepard will take just Bailey Meyer and Lindsay Peng back for Trinity. As it's over the head of the goalkeeper. May break for Everts at the back post. Laid off for Peng, who has another shot from distance. Not the contact she would have hoped for, as it skewed wide. And two more Bulldogs come into the game. Alexander and Delaney Lyle, who is on a yellow card, come back in. Candelario takes the goal kick long. It's taken away from Stafford, and the Bulldogs send it down the line, out of play.
But now with 10 minutes left in this one, it looks like the Bulldogs are starting to try and push forward with a little bit more urgency, trying to draw a little bit closer, trailing 3-1 here.
Peng with some time on the ball, sends it down the line, looking for Sheridan. Trinity striker locked in a battle, wins it back off Lyle. As the ball just runs out of play. It was a great ball in from Sheridan, but it wouldn't count as the ball was over the line.
Forwards, we got to win ball here. Let's go, Sam. Let's go, Raquel. Go back and win it. Drop a little bit more, Sam, and go get it. First, second ball. Let's go. Second ball, Sam. Go.
Moore wins the header for Trinity in the center circle. Shepard puts it out to the left. Combination between Stafford and Bowers. Stafford looking to use her speed to go beyond the defender, now forced to cut back.
And when Stafford's been in the game today for the Tigers, we've seen a lot more play down that left side.
Alyssa,
Her cross tracked down by Sheridan, who's now down the right.
Behind you.
They like to get her closer to goal, but she swings this one in, and it's an extended 1-2 that goes all the way back to Stafford.
Tight, Mariella.
Finds Bowers, edge of the box.
Get up. Get him up.
Now Reese Wallace
Get up.
puts it forward to Sheridan. Good team play here in the attacking third for Trinity. Dabney Moore's shot was blocked. And last touch off Peng. It'll be a TLU throw just in front of the Trinity bench.
Switch with Raquel. Switch. Raquel, come on. Post up.
Ball forward. Both strikers involved for TLU. And Raquel Morris going to be the third name in the book. We saw the referee make the universal sign for persistent infringement. Says it's not her first foul of the game. Referee clarifying his decision to Raquel Morris, and Peng will take the free kick just inside the Trinity half. Launches it forward. Header won by TLU. Coming together between Bowers and Everts for Trinity, as they both tried to bring it under control. Nonetheless, it's won back by Shepard, and Everts has it. Into the feet of Molly Sheridan. Couldn't connect with Wallace to her right. And gets it back to Wallace. Two defenders come across.
And although the Tigers haven't threatened heavily in the last couple of minutes, with only just over 7 minutes left on the clock, it's important that they keep control of the ball.
They've been solid at the back, and you can't really even say they were shaky defensively in the first half. It was just a wonder strike from Samantha Martinez that put them behind. As Pang sends another one in. It's gobbled up by Elena Rivera. It's been a good defensive performance from Trinity overall. They've been turned and faced their goal just a few times. And a lot of headers won defensively in midfield, contributing to that. Another one there by Dabney Moore. Del Prete uses her speed to track it down, but we'll say last touch was off the New Mexico native.
And Trinity has been brilliant defensively in this entire game, but as have the Bulldogs since they gave up that third goal. That came only 25 minutes into the first half, so the past 60 minutes or so, the Bulldogs have also picked it up, ramped up their defensive effort, and kept the Tigers from pulling further ahead in this one.
I can hear the wheels turning there as you tried to get to the 60-minute mark.
Too much math.
Another header won by Moore in midfield. Out for a throw on the far side.
Push through, let's go!
Ball sent over the top. Martinez pokes it past one defender. Finley comes out to meet it and gets the touch, otherwise she may have conceded a penalty kick. It's out off the goalkeeper for Trinity for a corner on the far side.
But good opportunity started by Martinez there, pushing forward, forcing the Tiger goalkeeper to make a decision.
So difficult to judge defensively as well when the attacker you're up against flicks it up in the air like that. Makes it even more difficult. Finley stuck to her task well. Tillieu corner sent in. And Martinez tried to get the follow-up after the initial ball nearly fell for Caceres.
But the Tigers have yet again had the Bulldogs well marked on another free kick.
You can say set pieces where this game appears to be won for Trinity with 2 goals in the first half. And like you said, solid defense from those opportunities for the Bulldogs. Bowers locked in a battle here in midfield. The Bulldogs want to go long, but not on the same page with Sam Martinez. And we approach the 4-minute mark remaining in this SCAC regular season game. Next game up for Trinity will be at Centenary on April 10th, before they'll return home to host a quarterfinal playoff game. Next up for TLU, I believe they'll be facing Colorado College.
Savannah, get close to your Sam. You two work off each other. One go for the head, one run. Go win it. Let's go. Go win it. One run.
Meyer clears that off the free kick. Ball settles in the center circle. Launch forward again. Martinez beat to it by Meyer.
All right, stay, Alyssa. Center back. Center back. Sweep, Alyssa.
Good play from Wallace. Goes past Candelario, and her pass intercepted. And I owe my life to you, Luke, as you block that ball flying towards my head. He did say he had cat-like reflexes. I now fully believe you. It's Bowers. Breaks forward. Looks for the ball out to Stafford on the left. Repelled. Dabney Moore keeps it alive for Trinity. And the next game actually for TLU will come at Schreiner on April 10th to conclude the regular season. It's the men's team that'll face Colorado College next. And we'll have the men's game next up. The 4 o'clock kickoff between between last season's SCAC champion TLU Bulldogs and this season's preseason favorite, Trinity Tigers. Should be a great matchup of All-Americans all across the field for the two teams.
Good hustle.
Between Quentin Vanderlee, Brady Johnson for Trinity, and Luis Green for TLU. Wallace called for a kick out there. Into the back of
Look at Mo in the middle.
Avila.
Mo. All right. Now we got it. Get in, Manny.
Shepard's tube slow to head it.
Bring it down.
Moore puts it out wide for Wallace, who's got some space.
You got time? Time!
Weimer. Ball inside for Alexander. Is fouled by Moore.
This has been some of the best play of this half for the Bulldogs. Unfortunately, it's just coming a little bit late as that ball is sent forward.
Del Preti holds it up for Trinity. Bowers pass deflected, kept in play on the far side, and then eventually runs out over the line. And the 1 minute call comes over the PA. As this game winds to a close, get a look at some of the final team totals. Trinity had 29 shots, 11 on target, and scored 3, all coming in the first half. Just 1 save for goalkeeper Joey Finley, and the Tigers committed 16 fouls, drew 7 corners. And on the other side, TLU, 9 shots, 2 on target, and the 1 long-range effort in the back of the net from Samantha Martinez. 8 saves for Rivera. He's put on a strong display in the second half. And the Bulldogs have committed 10 fouls and won 2 corners in today's game. Trinity going to improve to 6-0. Undefeated season. Yet again in conference play. They're 1 game away from finishing that one out. And TLU will fall to 2-5-1, 2-3-1 in conference play. These two teams may be slated to match up again later in the SCAC tournament. And again, congratulations to senior Lindsay Pang for Trinity playing her final home game in SCAC play today. She's had a great career in Tiger colors and had a strong performance today for Trinity, who were headlined by 2 goals from Katie Ward and a great shot from outside the box converted by Molly Sheridan. Trinity take this one 3-1. For myself, Ryan Figueroa, and Luke Terry alongside me. We hope you'll join us for men's soccer action starting at 4, and we thank you for your time here. And we will catch you in just about an hour.